Yeah, you know what? My internet can go to hell. We're doing this. Unbelief. Yeah. Alright. This is where we are last left off. And this is a tropical island cave with three branching paths. We are already taking the first one, which led to a dead end where we could buy the demon lance. And now we are making our way to the other dead end with some relatively useless treasure. Yeah, I think we got pretty much everything equipped. So let's just continue on. Again, not really much to say in this dungeon. Yeah, I need to remember to get Maria's MP up. Use an ether. Do these guys really warrant that much? I don't think so. Use the ether. Just continue on. Now that I realize it, there's not really a lot going on in the game. Most of the time, all I'm going to do is just attack, 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 attack. And I've already alluded to this before, but it's only the really rare, difficult encounters that you need to plan for. Otherwise, it's just same old boring progress through the game. And I'm not doing a lot of damage to these guys, but then neither are they. So I'm okay with this. Guy might die. Stream's gone down already. Hang on, let me just fix this. The hell happened? Yeah. Not having Much luck streaming this game. Well, gotta do all that again. Interestingly, the same encounter. It's like the same RNG as well. Firen should get her HP up. There we go. Yeah, these guys are dangerous. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be practicing Asuna with her. We just got the poison scroll, might as well teach it to Maria. So she'll have the full Monty of elemental spells. Great, stream's going down again it seems. The objective is to get Asuna to level 5 as soon as possible. Blink is at level 3, which is fine. Okay, this floor is a real maze. And these guys don't help. So like I had described before, anything with elemental vulnerabilities, I'm just using those specific spells against them. Because that's the pretty much the only way those spells are getting leveled up. And I honestly don't even expect anything but fire to get to level 2. Why did I do that? Come on. At this rate, it's probably going to be Bolt at level 2 before long. But no, not really. Magic growth is just pathetic. Okay, so it wasn't that floor. I think the next floor is the maze. Come on! Holy shit. I mean, it's not like these guys are dangerous, but this takes so much time for an encounter with them. The good thing is that at least Varian's sword skills are going up. I hope. How's your MP? Haven't checked in a while. 50, plenty. Oh yeah, I forgot to equip her and Ether. Need to remember to do that. HP up? Nice. All of this is just a preparation for the next dungeon. In fact, that's FF2 in a summary. Every dungeon is just a preparation for the next one. Nobody's hitting Layla for some reason. Equip the crap. And let's move forward. Just want to make a memo save. Yeah, top left first. Actually, top left should not be first. Okay, these guys are dangerous, so I'm gonna switch over to the Demon Lance. Wow, that's some damage. Yeah, might as well blink him up. So blink level 3 is really useful. At our current evasion levels, it should make anyone, as long as you're using single target, invulnerable. Practice Asuna. And just keep monitoring who they're hitting. Oh, there goes my internet again. Fantastic. Fantastic. I've never had this much trouble before. Come on, what is wrong? Looks like we're back on. Whatever. Really, it was not an open challenge to the internet to go down this frequently. But I'm not even gonna care anymore. Freya needs some healing up. Guy, what the hell are you doing, man? Maria is gonna catch up to you soon. Damn it. I need to use another ether with her. Oh, she took some damage as well. Nice. Alright, let's continue on. Now for the bottom right. Again. I didn't realize that these assholes were so common here. They didn't even poison anybody. Come on guys, up your game. Oh, there it goes again. And holy crap, this encounter. Okay, looks like it's back up. Yeah, this one is a pretty dangerous encounter. Wow, that was a lot of damage on guy. Gonna blink him up. Wow! When they decide to attack him, they really give it to him. Hooray for Blink Strats! Just two remaining. Don't really need to blink up, I guess. But this was a lucrative battle. Didn't even get HP. Great. Can't believe Guy of all people is lagging behind. Yeah, I've got plenty of ethos. Let's carry on. The hell is here? Oh yeah, forgot about this place. Not a big deal. Finally got some HP. These guys are so low level, I'm not even gonna bother practicing Asuna. Wow, the DPS is really getting up there. Nobody is hitting Layla for some reason. Finally, sword skill increased as well. That is awesome. What's he at now? 6 in everything. Ignore fists. Yeah, we'll keep working on his swords. Lance at 6 is fine. What about Guy? He's 7 in swords, so yeah, pretty comparable. Things are going pretty well. This is the other dead end. Well, you know what to do. Hahaha. Did I cast this or no? 23. Might as well drink any cup. Oh, come on. Seriously, Layla is just evading everything. And it's not really good at this point. Damn it. Crap, at this age she's never gonna get a chance. So let's retrace our steps. Now to finally make our way to the boss. Wow, I have spent 2.5 days in this dungeon. Not because it's hard, but because of my damn internet. Follow the drill. Blink. Best spell in the game. Oh, cute. Equip her with another ether. Oh, she's already done. And they encounter it. As long as it's not more slimes though. Wow. Just nobody is able to hit Layla. Speak of the devil. Don't need to equip the demon lance for this. Yeah. I've run into so many slimes that my bolt increased. Damn it. And I just realized that all this while I should have been using ice on the frogs. Thank you for appearing. Asuna first. Forgot to switch to the demon lance. Doesn't really matter. Finally, we're at the boss. Ooh. Lucrative encounter right before the boss. Yeah, these guys are weak to fire. Alright, I want to use ether first. Finally, Layla takes some damage. How long do I have to wait for that? So, this guy is not a big deal. We want to follow pretty much the same strategy that we had followed with the Adamantoids. Curse him first and then just wail on him. And use Blink as and when required. Not an issue at all. Actually no, might as well use the spear. Practice Asuna and curse him. Taking a while. Oh hey Shihali. How is run going? Well, I'm facing a lot of internet issues. So that's my biggest enemy right now. But yeah, it's going pretty smoothly. Actually, I died for the first time in the Dreadnought in forever. So that was a kind of stupid moment. No grinding is greater than not a lot of resources. It's greater than not a lot of room for stupid. Quote of the day, actually. So now that this guy is done, just pick up the black mask. Give life and teleport to guy, he's least likely to die. Yeah, uh, that's the same strategy that I've followed for pretty much all of my runs. The problem was that I generally tend to babysit Gordon. He becomes really useful for me in the Dreadnought. But this time he died 3 times in Kashuan itself. Normally he doesn't really die in Kashuan. Now that we're out of there, we can actually do a hard save. I lost guy in Kashuan and didn't survive the walkout. Holy shit. I mean, I guess you can get screwed in Kashuan. Kashuan was the hardest dungeon. Wow. I mean, for me, the Adamantoise does enough damage to warrant a proper strategy, but the others are all okayish. In fact, that's like the best place for Gordon to grow up. I did Tropical Island before Dice because I was scared, so then Dice went okay. That's exactly what you're supposed to do, in my opinion. Because Dice is a huge difficulty spike. I kind of think the developers intended for you to somehow stumble into the tropical island. I mean, of course, it's marked in the remakes, but it was not so in the NES. And by jail, I had the leisure to dress people up in silly outfits. And it appears first on the trip to Dice. Not exactly, you kind of have to go out of your way to find it. But assuming that you're playing blind, if you keep looking at the map, it kind of appears just on the outside of your vision when you're traveling south. So it's logical that you might stop there first. And considering that the enemies are just at par or slightly higher than the Dreadnought, it's logical that you would do that first. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, especially in a no grinding run, you're kind of required to do the tropical island first. So now we made it to Dist, and The most noteworthy encounter here is the Gigas, and we'll deal with him the same way that we did in the warship, Dreadnought. That was a bad start. Oh crap. Kill that guy. Once again, there's not much strategy to use here except for the Gigas. You can run into a bunch of yellow souls inside the actual dungeon, but they are more beneficial than annoying, definitely, but more beneficial than not. First order of business is to pick up the winged sword. Equip the winged sword to Guy, and now the mithril sword is pretty much useless. Our only objective was to obtain the winged sword so that Guy can do appreciable damage from here. Holy crap, look at that damage. Oh, I didn't realize Asuna leveled up. So we are one step closer. So I got a pretty nice drop here. I just wanted to say something about it. The Banished Scroll. It's actually super useful. Not in battle, but this is the warp spell. You can use it to go back one floor in a dungeon. So I'm not going to use it for now, assuming that it is a rare drop. But it's just something to keep in mind. So instead of backtracking through a dungeon, you can just use warp. Oh neat, didn't know those were drops. What? The Banished Scroll. Oh shit, looks like my internet is going again. There we go. So immediately we have run into the most dangerous encounter here. And since there's two of them, I'm going to be a little preemptive. They already landed a hit on Maria, but yeah, I need to cast Blink on the person who's going to cast Blink. And try to get curse them ASAP. Practice Asuna. Always good to meet the welcoming committee early and see if you can survive. I was hoping for an encounter on the overworld itself. This is the dungeon welcoming committee. But yeah, as you had just described, doing the tropical island first kind of makes you at a decent level to tackle this dungeon. And holy shit, I'm losing frames like anything. Come on, keep up, keep up. I've taken to calling two hill gigases the dice welcoming committee. I know. The thing is, you can run into them on the overworld as well. So it's always a pleasant surprise when they are actually the welcoming committee. And they're consistently missing Layla and Fidian. Come on guys, up your game. So even at level 7 swords, guys finding it hard to land more than a couple of hits. Still not cursed. Come on. It is a damn tribute to the demon lance that it's doing so much damage. Even on a Gigas whose defense is not half. Usually they're late. Yeah, I agree. They're much more frequent on the second floor, I believe. All on the first floor, it's the annoying undead encounters or those Splinter and Wizard over combo along with a turtle sometimes. Need to use an ether on her again. Oh dear god, internet. So instead of doing the dungeon first, we need to pick up the pendant. Exit out. Now this was a classic case where we could have used the banish spell or warp as it's more popularly called. Here I need to pay the MP cost of healing up Maria again. And look at that HP, man. Holy crap. She's at par with the guys. Come on. Don't know what the guys are doing. Forgot to use ether. Damn it! Take the egg and then go back to Dest. So the actual dungeon has a couple branching paths. There's one that leads to a dead end and some treasure, and the other one that's actually relevant to the plot. So you're going to tackle the optional one first. Again, I'm assuming you're looking at a map. Losing frames left, right, and center. And can't do shit about it. First, we'll take the left path. Still haven't used the ether, have I? Yeah. Use the ether, use the ether. Goddamn reminder I need. Okay, use the ether, use the ether, use the damn ether. Yeah, B9 encounter. Actually, this is such a low level encounter that Asuna 4 is not really going to get any points. So I'm going to practice Asuna 4 on more powerful enemies encounters. Undead at this point are just annoyances. I mean, there are level 4 undead later on. As usual, most fights are just fight, 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 fight. Which is why I make it a point to announce encounters of note. Okay. How they didn't ambush me, I don't know. But yeah, so these guys, all they do is just cast fire for tidbits of HP damage on everyone, and they're actually beneficial because they give HP ups to everyone. But we'll just kill them all, and Maria can practice Asuna. Don't really need to heal up. These guys were the level 400 I was talking about. They're just purely physical. At this point, we have really high evasion. I always forget this, don't I? Have I actually run out of it? Oh, there we go. Where am I going? I put Guy through serious mage training, all casting, all the time I could afford to. What was the strategy you were trying for? And why Guy? Because of highest HP? Which after buying about 2 dozen ethers after Dreadnought was a lot of the time. I think I drank the last of those in Panel by few. Well, assuming you're talking about the NES version, yeah, holy crap, that inventory. That itself is the biggest challenge. I wanted a Sage, combined black and white mage. Wonderswan. Does Wonderswan have the same inventory issues, or does it have 64 like the PlayStation one? And talking about the Wonderswan, is there a translation available? Basically this version, but weapons have magic penalties and no saving dungeon. Wow. But better inventory. 63 inventory, bugs squashed, etc. So we have yet another version of FF2 with very subtle differences. Interesting. There's a translation patch. I think it works fine. I didn't use it because I needed the Japanese practice. Fair enough. It's actually been quite a while since I played the NES version. I think I'll try a challenge on NES after this. So if you wanted Guy to be a sage, wouldn't 5 intelligence be a huge... Oh no. I believe he has 10 intelligence, right? It's 5 agility. Wouldn't that be a roadblock? Wonderswan also has rather different music, so audibly remake due to its sound chip and a neat horn that blows while you sail the ship. Now I gotta play that. 41 MP is still fine. Uh, yeah, this is going fine. Monster in the box, 4 Adamantoids. Just one. I feel cheated. Well, at this point, Adamantoise is not a problem at all. Use elemental affinities, weaknesses. Don't even need to curse him. Yeah, guy's agility is garbage, so he tended to go late. But I hope the high HP would help since the back row Mage Maria is so failed. Yeah, totally agree with that. In fact, it's kind of a good idea to have Maria up front and Guy in the back row, because they actually do catch up on their trailing stats. Although attack is just, I think it's a far lower chance than intelligence, which is itself far lower chance than spirit. He ended the game at 551 HP. Are you joking? And how did you make guys survive? Well, I suppose Cashuan would have been the hardest with those strats. I'm assuming you didn't grind the green goblins early on, because they do tend to target Guy a lot. In fact, for whatever reason, they target Min a lot. I wonder why. I'm looking at the save going into Jade, so I'm not sure if Leon's grew higher. Oh yeah, having someone in the back row right from the start of the game, yeah, you're gonna have problems in Cashuan, because that's where the AoE stuff starts, isn't it? In fact, if you're lucky, you won't run into any mages, but well, then you're kind of screwed later on when you're making the walk up from Fynn to the warship. Wow, I have too much inventory. But I'll take the sleep scroll because it's far more expensive than a potion. I wish I could use it in this menu. Well, my stats change a lot in it. If you include Jade as part of Hell, it's a route to Hell. Yeah, Jade is just the master of AoE damage. Holy crap. I actually need these items, so I'm going to clear up some inventory. Can I? Firion had 830, Maria 1561, Guy at 779, comfortably surviving Flare 16. I find that hard to believe. Jade is part of Hell when it's rhetorically convenient. Well, in terms of gameplay, Jade is Hell, so no argument here. Oh man, I feel bad wasting these high potions. What can I possibly do? Oh, I'll use this potion here. So that'll take care of inventory. And now we just exit out of here. And this is the best time to use the cottage that you were given in. Assuming Maria is actually low on MP. She usually is. 31, I'll take it. So this is the best time to use the cottage you were given in the castle. Usually it's funnier to say Jade isn't hell, watch people struggle through it, and then say, now you're going... I was thoughtful enough to make a full set of screenshots showing stats. Yeah. You kind of need to watch them to really believe how bad Jade is. Or good, if you consider it that way. Because either you don't survive Jade, or you go through it gaining a hell lot of stats, especially HP. So now that we've got a whole lot of goodies, it's time to go and sell them and make a ton of cash. I can be smart sometimes. Here's the poison. Guy's magic defense was 1199. How the hell did you do that without grinding? Oh, Wonder Swan. Yeah, but not. It doesn't have that bug, I suppose. So here's something I don't get. 779 survives player 16. Do monsters also get extra levels for damage spells? Do they have an int stat which would go against our magic defense? Guy's evasion was 179%, so relatively slow as dirt, and then going into the front row would have been instant death. Yeah, no doubt about that. Wait, what? 79%? You're using shields? They don't have an int stat, but their pre-coded magic attacks have an accuracy, often a surprisingly good accuracy. So you mean to say they don't land all of their 16 levels of flare? The way I understand it, how it works with playable characters is that once you've got let's say you've got fire 16, it lands 16 levels, and based on your int stat it lands an additional 16 levels or something like that, or int divided by 4, I believe. So now sell all this crap. Swapping between shields and knives, I see. We don't need any, well, most healing items. Do keep some gold needles around in case the person with Esuna is stoned. Don't need cross anymore. Yeah, keep a maiden's kiss around as well, and a mallet. Don't need a phoenix down anymore. At that moment he had main Gauss Shripper, Ripper for fun. I mean, even a Ripper just gives 1% evasion, isn't it? It lands those 16 automatic levels, and then the other 16 levels roll accuracy. I see. So it makes sense that there is actually a direct damage reduction with if you have good magic defense, even if the enemies are using some damage spells. Your accuracy is innate accuracy plus maximum of int penalty or 0, but their accuracy is hard-coded. Oh. Ripper is just 1% evasion for -5 magic penalty. Probably a bad trade overall, but with his knife skill that was an extra 0%, 8%. Knife skills of 8. I'm surprised you trained him in both shields and knives. But you never know. Especially with the main gauche. Extra 40% evasion can definitely help. I mentioned about the banished scroll before, but I'm just gonna sell it. Yeah, sell the banished scroll. So the Titan's helms were some extra drops. Hold on to as many as you can get. I use shell once or twice as final attempt to reduce flare 16 damage down to survivable. After curse. Yeah, that's actually a good strategy. I'll keep that in mind. If you can actually, if your magic defense can actually reduce damage. So finally in the inventory we have some high-end healing items. Whatever Titan's helms we've got, gold hairpin. Yeah, and that's about it for now. And just buy a whole bunch of ethos for now. It worked. It took off 50 damage. I needed to go from one shot to narrow survival. Nice. So now that we've sold most of that crap, we effectively have infinite money. Of course, infinite is a term when we just consider ethers. I mean, looking at elixirs, we are still poor. So I'm going to stock up on 10 ethers for now. Should get me through the next phase of the game. And make sure Maria has one equipped at all times. And we go back to Deist and do the actual thing. $475 to $425 is a lot when your max is $440. Yeah. That's what you gotta do in FF2. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And you gotta take these stupid risks to get stats. HP ups, MP ups. The way I play it is just so rare for Shell to be my best option for damage reduction. I suppose. I generally use equipment, but you don't have equipment to span across everyone. So one or two people do get heavily injured. Usually I can use barrier for resistance to cut by about 66% or curse to cut by half. Seriously? You get barrier to such high levels without grinding? That it can actually take care of some elemental stuff as well? It was in Soul of Rebirth. Ah, Minwu. Barrier 7? Seriously? Barrier 7 would be super useful, especially with his spirit. In the main game, I don't think barrier for damage resistance would be worth it. Not when you should have a pile of gear. Yeah, that's exactly the way I see it as well. That's one of the things I liked about FF3 actually. You could actually directly reduce magic damage. No Asuna for these assholes. I doubt they are even giving me any weapon experience. I tried getting barrier up to 3 for the confusion resistance, and it was a struggle even using naturally encountered battles to grind. Barrier level 3 is pretty acceptable, but the problem is at 50%, you're very rarely going to actually roll 3 levels of barrier in battle. So it's only really super useful for the petrification resistance, especially when you're casting it AoE. Barrier 1 might still have a place since Richard gets petrified so much. Yeah. That's the first thing I do actually. After I get Richard, every battle, first thing to do is to barrier him up. Okay, so we've got a single Gigasphere, we can play it risky. And he's cursed already. What a disappointment. That's what it came out for, petrification resistance. Yeah, I suppose. Although I still believe that the devs expected you to use barrier and wall. Wall is, what a waste it is. I mean, not as a spell, but the way the game is designed, I mean, what use is wall? But I still think they did intend for you to use those spells. I mean, wall, if used correctly, wall is something that can just completely negate magic damage. Totally. Excuse me. So that's one of the ways, but the way the game is designed, it's not going to happen. You're never going to get wall up to that level and roll those many levels in battle to actually block any of the enemies. I figured out a way to make use of wall except for the wall death glitch. Uh, I indirectly had a use for wall using the mithril mirror. Uh, I don't know if I've ever actually successfully implemented it, but the way I planned it, use it in the Lamia fight so that her Wing 9 at least fails. Because Wing 9 at, I believe it is 60% accuracy. If she is rolling 6 levels on average, you should be able to cover it with Wall 16 from the Mithril Mirror. So that somehow I found the inventory room for a Mithril Mirror in the final battle, it actually could be useful. Final battle, I'm not so sure. I mean, you can't compete with the level 16 stuff that gets thrown out at that point. It's ridiculous. And what you're saying effectively now is it's not just they're not rolling only 16 levels, they're actually rolling up to 32 levels. It's a pretty good idea. Make one character confuse proof. Yeah, I wanted to use it on the Lamia fight, but I don't know which challenge run it was. I think the Lamia fight went okay, so I didn't even need to use the Mithril Mirror. But that was my plan. And the Mithril Mirror is single target, isn't it? So you have the full effect of wall on one person. I think the Mithril Mirror is 100% accurate. No, it casts Wall, and Wall innately has 50% accuracy. Isn't it? So on average, you're rolling 8 levels of Wall. Actually, related to this, I wanted your opinion on certain things. I was trying to figure out a use for those many battle items we get, and so there's this stuff like Spider Silk. I mean, I know for a fact that you and I both have a very good use for the Betrayal Fang. So I was trying to think of whether we could have a strategic use for other battle items that we generally never use. Something like what is that item that casts the Fear spell? It's called Thanatos in this version. I think it's called the God's Idol or something. Spider Silk. These kind of items, I'm just not able to think of any good use for them. Items and enemies both use pre-coded effects though. Surely not. Or maybe that's a bug in the NES version. I need to have a look at that. Bacchus's wine is almost too good to use. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Berserk 6 high accuracy single target. And it's a fairly common drop if you are lucky enough to run into many Kotoses, if that is indeed his plural. Ditto Hermes Sandals, high accuracy, haste 8. Yeah. I mean, those are some of the seriously most useful items in the game. There's pretty much no question of how effectively you can use stuff like Bacchus's wine or Hermes Sandals. Betrayal Fang, to a certain extent, the Mithril Mirror, or a whole bunch of Blink books that we can find. But there's a lot of crap as well. Acid File, can you justify that? Acid File is multi-target, isn't it? So it's not like you can't use it on the Thunder Gigas either. That's how the NES version is coded. Pretty sure that items and enemies pull off the same list of pre-coded effects for 2 reasons. Interesting. If that is the case, that might prove to be valuable information. Been a while since I checked our MP. $71, still pretty good. She's equipped with some stuff, yeah. When I did a solo run of the GBA version, some enemy abilities would focus on a single target and some wouldn't. Oh yeah, you were telling me about this. That what's common between them is, yeah, the ones that didn't focus were always the ones that shared the spell and level with an item. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay, 2 gigas. Again, need to play it safe. Blink up the blinker. Oh, never mind. Blink, best spell in the game. And we'll blink the others as and when required. Nice. The Wall 16 self effect in NES is 100%. Now that would make the Mithril Mirror really useful, even for the final boss fight. That's quite interesting. So it needs testing, but a Mithril Mirror might actually block player 16. Yeah. However, as we have just discussed, player 16 actually is rolling up to 32 hits. So probably not, unless you can block all the additional 16 levels. Okay, here we have a stupid, ridiculous encounter. I'm just gonna... I assume you know this gimmick, so I'm just gonna make sure that everyone gets a HP. Everyone gets a heal. Is everyone healed up? Layla. God damn. Target Layla. Come on guys, I'm waiting. Finally. Okay, they are ready to die now. They're gonna practice Asuna again. Well, that's what testing is for. So blocks all. We'll give it a shot. So what we got from this encounter was the mage staff, which we could have got as a drop earlier on as well. But since this is the point where you're guaranteed to get it, this is where I'm going to instruct you to actually equip it. It's a substantial upgrade for Maria. There we go. Continuing on. Another double Gigas. And they're unable to do shit. I have half a mind to actually play it a little risky. And more importantly, a free full HP heal. You really get a sense of the developer's sense of humor there. Wow, the damage that's being thrown around here. I can't believe Layla is at such a low HP. Nobody's been able to hit her. She might die in the boss fight, but it's not a big deal. Moving on. At this point, the playthrough is turning into quite a boring one. And that's actually an achievement for Final Fantasy II. Oops. I believe Layla has a substandard shield at the moment. Yeah, can you believe that? Nobody's been able to hit her even though she's only got a bronze shield. What are these guys doing? So we got the mithril shield here, gave it over to Layla. I lost chat now. Wait. Just wait. I'd rather lose frames. Seems to be back up. She's also got a main gauge, so she's arguably better equipped than you are. Yeah, that's a good point. But no, I mean, usually I give her a mithril shield along with the main gauge as well, and still she gets hit pretty often. This playthrough has been a surprise on many different fronts. I mean, seriously, the one that shocked me the most was dying in the warship. I've died to the grenades in Ice Cave before. That has happened, but never the Dreadnought. This is the last thing I said, which isn't relevant. And when she does get, oh my god, this is the problem, Layla. This is the problem. Well, I have the tools to help you out, so it's not such a big deal. But you see the problem, don't you, Layla? Come on. FF3 dungeons are deadly serious and the plot tries to be silly. FF2 plot is deadly serious. And the dungeons are full of little jokes. Well, you could argue that the plot tries to be serious, but it's actually not because, I mean, you've seen the players, haven't you? By the end, they're just like, okay, this guy's gonna die, I know for sure. Just give me some advance warning so that I can take my equipment off of him. Seriously, I appreciate the attempt, but yeah. It's not a patch on FF4, but I guess they learned a lot from this. Shall I bring Layla back to life immediately? Why not? She's been dodging really well all this while. It doesn't always succeed, but it tries. Yeah, you gotta give it points for that. Personally, I don't really care. The gameplay is just what I find the most interesting part of this. I swear to God, if you don't get HP, which later games knew better than to do. There we go. And we got Titan's gloves. Hold on to those as well. Although they are a common drop, as I said, I'm going to try to keep this repeatable, so not going to use them. Guy, you need 5 more HP, please. MP situation is good. At level 4, Asuna is just crawling along. It's gonna be a while since level 5, but yeah. After we get level 5, Maria will be free for a while. Losing frames left and right again. And yeah, I wanted to head out, so I'm going to do that and spend some time at a cafe. Yo, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Oops! Damn it, controller. Acid bottle. So this really, well, whatever the damn encounter is, I'm going to talk about the boss. The boss fight can be between 1 and 4 chimeras. 4 chimeras could be a problem because they tend to spam their blaze attack. So for a change, I might actually need to cure inside battle as well. But the strategy remains the same. For a dangerous encounter at least. Cast blink as much as possible. Save first, obviously. I only got 2. I have half a mind to actually reset and show the 4, but I'm going to take this. Was it a preemptive as well? Yeah, I'm going to reset. There we go. So I can probably take their blaze attack, but their physical attacks do a lot more damage, and on top of that their blaze attack might just kill everyone. So it's very important to have everyone blinked up because their blaze attack is going to be enough to actually give us all a HP up. Starting from Maria. It has started. Okay, next up is going to be Firen because he took some damage. That's the first one down. I've actually been really lucky here. If they all start casting Blaze, it's possible that it can be GG. Yeah, that's what that can happen. And look at our HP values now. Holy shit. I have no idea if I can survive this. But this is a rare formation, so take heart on that. Another one bites the dust. Layla dies again. Layla, you really needed some HP ups, my dear. That's just taken care of. Now the game can troll you by giving you another encounter in the few tiles left, so it's a good idea to save here. Drop the egg. And exit out. That's dished in the bag. Out of MP, holy shit. I'm actually gonna risk it and have a chug and ether in a battle because I'm just a huge miser. And since I just saved, I could even save scum this. No battle, seriously? Finally, guy has more HP than Firion again, so thank God for that. It was starting to get on my nerves. And now I can heal everyone up. And remember to give Maria another ether. Now we go back to Finn to fight the Lamia. And that is by far the most dangerous fight in the game, in my opinion. Because she is just too powerful at this stage. You thought the Gigas was bad. Am I lost? No. Heal up if required, but not really required actually. Definitely need a memo save in front of the Lamia. I'll get into the strategy once we start the battle proper. Now this is effectively the first time where all I want to do is just get through the battle somehow, because instead of constantly being greedy and looking for more HP or any other stats, because she's way too powerful. What you need to do is have double blinks on everyone, starting with Maria. See if you can get her cursed. Yeah, that's not going to work. Just keep hitting her and hope she doesn't cast Blink 16, which she has a rare chance to do. If she does that, the fight is just going to go on forever. Wow, there was a big hit on Firion. Yeah, he's going to die. I'm just going to focus on Maria for now. I need to get double blink on her. Prioritize Layla last. Okay, next guy, because he can probably survive another hit. Actually, make it Firion. So double blink on Firion coming up. Entice, there's just no way to avoid that. Thankfully, he's asleep. But just pray she doesn't use Blink 16. Because if she uses Blink 16, physical hits are out the window. We're just gonna have to use pathetic magic attacks on her. So the battle is going to drag on, and you just have to hope that you have enough MP to outlast her. She has how much? 1290 HP. So yeah, not going to happen anytime soon. Now double blink on Guy. Oops. Okay, she snapped out of it. Well, she had to take a hit. I'm glad the Lamia waited this long. And it's GG. Wow. This was a much easier fight than what normally happens. And I got a protect ring out of it. I'm getting some really good drops here, which I'm sadly not going to use. So now we're going to get the Wastrel, that is Gordon. His only purpose in this playthrough was to be useful to me in the warship, and he failed me there. So yeah, he can die. He can just die. In fact, I have half a mind to kill him myself. But no, we'll let the ant lions take care of him. So it's at this point, heal up. And now we need to make the trip, the long trip to the Colosseum. Chance for a hard save. I wish goblins could kill Gordon. So now we're going to be entering a new territory, and once again, not really any enemies. I'm not even going to bother with Gordon. Wow, he actually killed that thing. No enemies of note as of yet. He had the audacity to gain HP from that battle. Oh good, he's poisoned. Yeah, you're gonna die, Gordon. You're gonna die real soon. What Hilda sees in you, I don't know. So these guys are the usual run-of-the-mill, hard-hitting enemies. We've got a strategy for that, haven't we? Dude, Gordon is right there. He doesn't even have a shield. Yeah, all of this flashing is worth it as long as Gordon dies. Uh, yeah, I'll kill him with ice, I suppose. Extra EXP for ice. Yeah, rub it in my face. Finally, he died of poisoning. Let's see if we can revive him. That's a spirit guy. We don't revive Gordon. Save right outside here. Oh, the boss we just fought. Cannot underestimate the value of that demon lance. How's our NP situation? Pretty good. I didn't save, did I? Save, god damn it. I can actually do a hard save here. And now fight the quote unquote first boss of the game, the behemoth. Again, it's a subsequent area that's more dangerous than this guy himself. But we'll get to it. Standard boss strategy here, curse him and then wail on him. Don't even think we need to cast Blink because not only do we have much more HP than previously, we also have much higher evasion. 9 hits, wow. Wonder how the hit count works for critical hits. It's gonna go down pretty soon. There we go. Finally, we have Esuna 5 and not a moment too soon. You all know what I'm talking about. Grab the antidote that is, for whatever reason, guarded by monsters. No longer need to train Esuna. Wow, feels like a weight has been lifted. Elemental weaknesses, fire. once we get back to there. You get a free elixir here. Some more ethers, always handy. Not like we're struggling for cash now though. Now, this part. This goddamn area is the most unfair part of the game. And hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate why. Not these guys are chumps. I've actually got into the habit of trying to build up Esuna. Don't need to do that for a while now. Staff skill increased again. I'm going to take that. Am I seriously not going to run into them? So there are two formations here which are super difficult at this stage. The obvious one is the wizard captain combo, which I don't think you're expected to defeat either, because it has like 3 or 4 captains in the formation, along with 2 or 3 wizards and some trash, of course. So there's just no way you're expected to defeat that. Another combo is a bunch of wraiths. Now, although at a low percentage, wraiths have a chance to cast break 6, and unless you've grinded a lot to magic enemies, you don't have enough magic defense to tank that. And according to what I've been told, break 6 is actually something like 90% accuracy. So there's no way you're resisting that crap. If somehow Maria survives, she has Esuna Phi. Outside battle she can cure, but how the hell do you survive that in the first place? So I make absolutely no excuses for if I had to save scum through that room. It is horrible. Wraiths will become a non-issue later on in the game. Now that that's done, we can finally go back. We've rescued Princess Hilda. Now we need to take back Fen Castle.
Although I've been neglecting it for a while now. Uh, Whenever possible, try to get Firian's sword level high up as well. Although I can understand it's going to be quite difficult, especially with the Crescent Blade. We'll get a better sword pretty soon. We'll be able to buy one. $64, that is such crap damage. Just traveling back, guys. Thank you for that point of strength. Nothing to say at this point. As long as you make sure that your equipment is set up properly, the game is just fight, 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 fight. Now once we enter Finn Castle, it's a kind of same area as the Colosseum. So once again you have the opportunity of encountering captains, wizards, wraiths. I mean specters, not wraiths. Wraiths are chumps. So need to be careful. First order of business is to take care of Koto so that all the encounters are wiped off. How is Layla? Yeah, she's quite hurt. There you go. I believe she comes with all her equipment. Yep. I was wondering, how come there were no encounters yet? There we go. Assholes. Sleep 6. Oh my god. Might completely disable me. Lila survived, but I doubt she's gonna one-shot them. Nope. They're gonna do something nasty. It is once down. I say it, I'll take that. Just need to kill them before they cast break. Yeah, and that'll do. You should be able to take care of it. Yeah. Standard boss strategy here. Although this guy can be difficult. So if you manage to land a couple of hits on anybody like that, use blink as usual. Now, the special thing about Gotos is that he can use haste as well. So once he uses haste, stack blink on everyone, because then his damage just ramps up like anything. Curse him already. Good that he's spreading the damage. Gives me HP up on everyone. Finally. Bacchus's wine not an issue. Is he dead? There you go. Chi. So now that we have completed this arc, I'm gonna call it for today. And we even got the Bacchus's wine. But before that, we need a whole bunch of keywords from Hilda. Acidia, oops. Mask, and finally Ekmet. Yep, once we've learned all that, I will tackle the rest next time. I'm just gonna go to the newly liberated city of Fynn, heal up, and save. Right, quite a lot of the game was done in this session. Thank you guys for watching.